The dual blades is a favorite weapon of mine. I just love how I can just basically run around like a ninja in Naruto. Anyways, if you want to use this high DPS weapon, I've got some tips for you. 5 tips for the dual blades, where the 5th tip will be about skills that I would recommend using. Hey guys, my name is Short Devil and I do stream on Twitch. The link is down in the description below, where you can talk to me live and see what other dumb things happen on my channel. So make sure to tune in there. And also, if you haven't already, follow me on my Twitter, where I do post some channel updates, whether I'm going live or what's going on with this channel. So be sure to follow me on Twitter as well. Now, before we start off the whole video, I want to say that this video is catered towards the new players of Monster Hunter World Iceborne. So if you're a veteran or even an advanced player, you don't need to watch this video. You pretty much know what you're doing with this weapon. But if I have missed out any information, it would be great if you could drop it down in the comments below. The first tip that I have for you dual blade users is to activate your demon mode. The power of this weapon mostly comes from that demon mode. When activating this mode, your character just starts to run around like a ninja from Naruto, and it just looks cool. Come on. Other than that, you need to keep an eye on your stamina bar, because in this mode, your stamina will start to decrease. Your movesets will also change when you're in your demon mode, so that you'll be able to dish out attacks very quickly. Also, the purpose of the demon mode is so that you can fill up that little bar that you see just under your health bar. It looks like a sword icon. Filling up that bar will basically mean that you can activate the Arc demon mode, which is just basically turning off your demon mode and just being able to do some attacks that are quite similar to when you're normally in your demon mode. Obviously, the difference is that once you've turned off the demon mode, you're not draining stamina, so think of it as you're able to do demon mode attacks without draining your stamina. Obviously, the Arc demon mode is only available for whenever that bar is filled up and it has some juice remaining in that bar. So just keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye on the bar, making sure that it's always topped up so that you can be in the Arc demon mode. The second tip is kind of related to the demon mode, is that evading is your best friend with this mode. This is because when you're in your demon mode, your evasion basically changes to a dash instead of a roll. That dash is very useful for quickly getting out your combos when you see the monster about to do an attack. Also, you can constantly dash when you're doing this. You can just constantly press your A or X button and dash towards or even away from the monster. There's also an attack which acts like an evasion, which is just by pressing the circle or B button. This attack is pretty useful for closing in the distance and also, I guess, dodging out of the way of the monster, and as well as doing some damage along the way. Now, whenever you're evading in the demon mode, it will take a chunk out of the stamina bar, so be a bit careful for doing that. Additionally, if you're in your Arc demon mode, you can also press that same circle B button to once again dodge out of the way of an attack, or maybe close in the distance between you and that monster. The third tip is to make use of the environments. Now, once again, I'm talking about the walls that you can run on, the sliding slopes, and the ledges. Now, this is all dependent on whichever situation you're in. If you're against a runnable wall and you press the circle button or B button, you'll be able to turn around and do this, basically a Beyblade move, or basically you spin around on the monster's back, doing a lot of damage along the way. Whereas if you're on a slope and you don't have your weapons out, once you press the triangle button or the Y button, you start sliding down, press the triangle button again, and again you'll be able to do that same Beyblade spinning move on the monster's back. Now, if you're on a ledge, you have to activate the demon mode and just press the evade button. That's when you can also again do that same spinning move. Now, the thing about this spinning move is that you need to align yourself with the monster's body. If you don't align yourself properly, you won't be able to spin all the way throughout the monster's body. You just, I guess, hit that part of the body and that's it. However, the move is still great in its own way, because once again, you're still evading any monster's attack and constantly doing damage at the same time. The fourth tip is this weapon's strongest attack, which is called the Demon Rush. And obviously you need to be in the demon mode for you to activate this attack. Just by pressing the triangle and circle button or the Y and B button, if you're on Xbox controllers, you're able to swing at the monster, dealing a lot of damage in this one attack. Not only does this attack inflict a lot of damage, it can also help with increasing the fill rate of the Arc Demon mode. So using this attack is very useful for just quickly filling up that bar. Now the bad thing about doing this attack is that you're not able to cancel out the animation at all. So be careful for doing this attack. You want to do this attack when the monster's not moving. If you're doing this attack while the monster's moving, then you're definitely going to get hit by the monster, unless a miracle happens and you just don't get hit at all. So just pick out your moments for doing this attack. You definitely don't want to do it when the monster's moving. And here we are with the fifth tip, which is skills that I would recommend using. Now I'm not trying to say that you definitely need these skills for you to use the dual blades. I'm just saying that it might help out with the dual blades. Now one of them skills is the Power Prolonger skill. Power Prolonger allows your dual blades to stay powered up for much longer. Now this is specifically targeting towards the Arc Demon state, because the Arc Demon state does tend to run out when you do specific moves. So having the Power Prolonger skill on will reduce the amount of drain it will take out of that mode. Resuscitate might also be a good one, so whenever you get inflicted by a status effect, whether it's poison or some sort of elemental blight, you're able to get a reduction of stamina depletion, and as well it will improve your evasion. Marathon Runner might also be a good one because, again, when you're in your demon state, it will drain your stamina, so this will slow it down to an extent, I guess. Constitution is a great one for the dual blades because it will reduce the amount of stamina depleted for whenever you do specific moves. So whenever you're dodging, it will reduce it quite a lot, obviously depending on what level the skill is. Stamina Surge is a great one because if you want to get your stamina back as soon as possible, Stamina Surge is a great skill to have. Evade Extender maybe, if you want your dodges to be a bit more further than it normally would be. The Affinity Sliding skill is another good choice because with the amount of times you would want to slide with the dual blades, it's quite a lot, especially when you want to do that really fun spinning attack. And Affinity Sliding will allow you to increase the affinity of your weapon by 30%. So meaning that you're able to inflict a lot more damage to the monster than you normally would. And that's all I have for the dual blades. The dual blades is a really fun weapon to use. I really like how fluent you can be with this weapon. Unlike some other weapons, they're too slow for this. So that's why I like the dual blades. Anyways, I hope you guys found this video useful in some way. Give it a like if you did, and subscribe to the channel for more helpful videos in the future. And if you haven't already, follow me on Twitch. The link is down in the description below, where you can talk to me live and possibly see some dumb things every now and then. So make sure to tune in there. And also, if you haven't already, follow me on my Twitter. Once again, the link is down in the description below, where you can see some other channel updates. Thank you guys for watching, and I shall see you guys later. Maybe that's why I like it, because I'm a depressed person and I want more depression, right? Oh, how did that pop up? What the? How did that pop up? What? I didn't even mean to click that. I clicked.